Ciao amici di Tiebreak, benvenuti al primo episodio con ospite un giocatore di Superlega. L'ospite di oggi è Alexandre Strehlau, schiacciatore di Cuneo, classe 2004. Ringrazio molto Alex che si è dimostrato fin da subito umile e disponibile. L'intervista verrà fatta in inglese e verranno aggiunti dei sottotitoli in italiano.
So Alex, as I said to other people, it's a pleasure for me to have you here, since you're my first guest, and yeah, that's amazing.
I don't know what to say. It's just everything is new for me here, but I think all of the people right now I met are really sympathetic, and it's pleasure for me too, because I don't speak really well yet Italian, but I understand what you say. So thank you very much.
So first question, of course, how did you get into volleyball? So tell me about your story and.
It was pretty basic. I have my father. He used to play in professional too. He was a middle, but he never put me into the volleyball. He was like, well, whatever the sport you want to do, I will be happy. So at first I did a lot of things, athleticism, some football, the classic. And when I came in college, I saw volleyball and I was like, oh, my dad used to play, so let's try. I was young, but compared to the other player and stuff who are in professional right now, it wasn't that young. Like it was 12, but it was only for fun, nothing serious. So until 12 to maybe 40, 15, it was fun, only one practice or two a week. And after, I started to think about why not try something, So I did in sport, high school, and, step by step, some people put confidence in me and trust. And, there is the COVID and stuff like this, so it wasn't easy. But now here I am, and so I'm just happy about it. It was really weird to explain, but I changed a lot to every time step up, and for now, every time, I changed club, it was something bigger and better for me.
Yeah, we could say that your career is only at the beginning, but you already did something really good. So you were called up for the VNL last year, which I think it was mind-blowing, representing your country in such an important level.
Yeah, it was really special, and it was I was called like late. Basically, normally it depends the year, but sometimes who will be in the list. There is a big list plus the list of the guys who will do the stage.
Yeah.
And normally I wasn't on the list because at the start of the past season, I play a little bit after I was injured, so nothing. But when the playoff start in France, I was on the court and I play more and more. So the manager of Tours, the ex-manager of Tours, and right now he will be the ex-manager of the national team, called me because I have good relation with him, and he say, Alex, I think if you want, but of course I won't, you have to come in the national team and do the stage. But you will see it will be new for you, but you have to come. And the stage was in Tours, so for me it was really, the home. So I have a lot of, it was really special to meet guys you see every time on the TV. I did the 3 weeks of stage, but I did only 1 week of VNL. but every time I came back with them when they come back in France, because the coach, Gianni, liked me, so he said, I will maybe not bring you in each week, but I want you to practice with us. So for my experience, it was really good. And to see, Brisa, for example, Klevnod, it was amazing. And they are really, how can I say that? Chill, really chill. You can talk with them. They have a lot of experience to give you, to tell you. So for me, it's something really good. And also they make you learn some stuff. Like, it's not because you will not be on the list every year. It's not because you are not that good. Sometimes there is some rotation, because they are in France. We are a lot of young talent. So sometimes and right now we have to prepare it for the 2028 in Los Angeles. So they have to see everybody. So sometimes it will be, you have to be prepared to this. Like, for example, this year, maybe I will not be on the VNL, but I'm chill with that, because I will come better for the next season, and I have to control each injury I have right now. So this type of thing, mentally it prepare you for the rest of your career.
Yeah, that's I think that's right. So I think you have a bright future ahead of you, like some other players from France, for example, Tizi Oulu or Ferral. I think there are players with talent that will for sure make the team. I firmly believe you are one of them. So speaking about Italy, since we all know you came to Cuneo in January, have you already settled here in Italy? Did you find any difficulty in to start playing in another country or outside of volleyball, like the language or the food, or I don't know?
It's like a 50-50, to be honest. I used to not speak, for example, in Tours, in my ex-club, I used to speak English a lot, because Tours is the biggest club, like one of the biggest clubs. So we have a lot of foreigners. So it's not a problem to speak English every day for me. And also, the only things for me, it was, I hope Italian speak English basically, but sometimes some people don't want to try or some stuff like this. But for me, the only thing is, when I came here, I was like, little hope that everybody will speak English, because of course it's supposed to be sometimes normal, but some people don't really try to speak another language, because you are at home. It's the same in France. Some French players don't speak English at all because they play here, so it's not the problem for them. But when I came here, everybody was really chill and speak very well. And also, the safe zone for me was my friend Ferral, because if I have a problem, right now he speaks really well Italian, and that's why I'm trying to learning to speak more, because I understand that it's different when I have to say something. But about the food, no, everything is good here. Everything is really good, so no problem.
So since you already said it, I'm gonna ask you, how do you find playing with Nathan, which is the only French teammate you got in Cuneo? But as I saw in the tournament of Dubai, you get along really well.
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's really amazing to play with. The only time I play with Nathan is in the national team, in the young national team, and also in the senior. So right now playing the same club, I never imagined this, but it was really, really funny. And like at first we are good friends, but right now it's even better. So like for example, it's weird to explain, but if you are with some of your really close friend, but in another country, it's like something different. But it's just funny.
You
It's
kind of
funny.
feel at home in a certain way.
Yes, it's like really a safe place, I think, but in a both way, because for him, he explained to me too, like it's good to be with the Italian, there is no problem for that, but sometimes, speak your own language is like easier and, less stressful sometimes. So for this,
So
really good.
let's talk once again about your teammate. And this time I want to ask you about playing with Zaitsev, which I believe is one of the most important players in Cuneo. It's like a mentor, so a champion. And
Like, Ivan, it was impressive at first because we already know who is Ivan Zaitsev. So
yeah,
it's the first guy I saw play, like the first national team game I saw. I saw it was in France, and I go with my school. And I think after this match, I was like, okay, maybe I want to do something volleyball because like I said at first was like joke. It was only my best friend who really talked to me a lot about volleyball, about Ngapet, because he was a huge fan. But me, with a father who play in volleyball in professional way, I was like, oh, it's volleyball, like okay, but chill. But when I saw Ivo, I was like, damn, okay, the way he spag, the way he look at the other guy, the teammate, this is something serious. And
yeah.
and I was like, okay, maybe I have to do something. So when I play with him, I talk with him a little bit, and I ask a lot of odd stuff like, how can I proceed, because it's different. It's a different league, so it's not like the same home. It's not the same level. So the first game I was with him, I stretched with him, and I asked. It was against Piacenza for me. I say, for example, what did you do for your first type of game? Because it's not my first game in professional, but in Superliga, it's not the same energy. And he said to me, you have to play like you want to play. You have to play like you know how to play. Don't force. Don't this classic line, but it changed everything for me. But
So last question about Cuneo is, do you think that there's a good team atmosphere in Cuneo? So you get along well with other teammates, everyone's chill, everyone's fun, like
I think so. There is good and bad point, but basically, everybody. It's like a family, you know. And this is not sometime in every club. So this is a good point, you know. But sometimes it's special because there is a lot of old player on the court. So to bring some energy as a young player, sometimes it's difficult because you are young, so you can try. But if sometimes it's complicated to put energy as a young player, you know. If you play with some older player, for example. So I think it was the only bad point. You can try something, but and sometimes it works, sometimes it not work, but it depends on the team. But for example, in Cuneo, it was a 50-50 for that. But it happened. Like for example, Ivo, if you make a point, every time he will enjoy it. He will be really, he will put the energy for you and for him too. So for this, it's a really good point. In general, the atmosphere is like really as a family. It can be the staff. It's not only the player, it's in general the team. So yeah, it's good.
How do you handle the pressure during a match? Because there might be some kind of match that you're like a bit chill, other when you're anxious, but I think in every match there's a bit of pressure.
It's difficult to explain, like, because sometime there is some game for me which is supposed to be harder, and I prefer to play this game. I feel like I'm 100% focused, like almost in the zone. So this type of game I really prefer. When sometimes they are better, it's supposed to be better team, like, but you have to pass some bad game, Like the best example for me, it was when I play against Perugia, but in a friendly game with two. We do a little tournament and we go there. We play against Milano and Perugia, but the first game it was Perugia. And at first, it was so almost 2 years ago. At first, I was like, I was still a young player. I'm still young, but not on the court. I didn't play a lot, and we came, but we have a lot of injured. And they say, okay, you play against Perugia, but because of the injury, we ask to the coach who will play, And the coach smile and look at me and say, Strehlau and Potron, Antoine Potron. And I look at him like he's joking, It's not a funny joke to say that, because he was really smiling like, we put Strehlau, like it's obvious, but bro, for me, play against Perugia, we know about what we're talking about, it's like one of the best team in the world. But
Yeah.
so I was like, he's not joking. No, for me, when he said that, I was like, it's a bad joke. Okay, thank you, coach, for this. When I heard my name from the speaker, I was like, okay, so it's serious. So like for the 3-4th time, I was like, okay, so maybe it's really not a joke. And I start to froze, and I saw all the big guys, the Gianelli, the Plotnitsky, the Ishikawa. And after this, I was almost shaking on the court. And I played, the more I played, the better I was on the court. But the first set, it was awful for me because of course, friendly game or not, Perugia want to kill you. Okay, they respect you, so they kill you, basically. But they have logic, so they saw the youngest player on the court. They focus me. They focus me on the service. So it wasn't a good time for me because I was like, guys, please, leave me alone. I want to breathe. But no, Gianelli said, I don't care. He should. So it was like a lesson, because you have to pass this type of thing to know if you are built for this. Because some player will just want to win. So if they can push you, they can press you to win, they will do it. And it's logic, basically. But for me, as a young player, younger than right now, I was like, the guys I love to watch, and right now I feel like they love to destroy me. So it was really special for this. But after that, it never really happened again. like this type of stress. It was okay. And like I said, sometimes you are stressed, but you do the perfect match. And sometimes you can be really focused and do a bad match. So it's really something, sometimes for me, I can't really control. So I still have to work about this. I think if we think about the biggest player, like in the national team, they it's easier for them to lock in and to be good. So I think with the time, you can talk with some specialists, with some psychologue. They can help you to being in the zone, in the minimum, in a good way. I think I have to still work on this. So to explain to you, I'm not right now the best person to tell you some advice.
Yeah, but as you said, you're still young, so you got plenty of time to improve on this aspect, because I believe it's something that all young players has and all young players faces, because yeah, only experience and time will improve this side of an athlete, because sometimes people forget that an athlete is also a human being. So there are
Completely.
the emotions, anxiety, pressure. Before continuing with the question, I want to play a few games. So the first one is a top 10 of French players. So you'll have to rate me these players from 1 to 10, and we'll make a ranking. I'll tell you the players. You tell me 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are you gonna put it?
Okay. Okay. So you tell me the name. Okay.
So yeah. So first name, Nathan Ferral.
Nathan. It's weird because I don't know how many guys you put after. So
Yeah.
I think Nati. If we compare Twitch post with something, Nati can. I put Nati as a 7 because I don't know how many players you put after, and maybe we'll put some. I don't know Jean-Patrice, or I can put him 5. So I will say 7.
So Nathan 7. We'll see if he is happy about this position.
I think he will understand.
Then we got Antoine Brizard.
You see? Okay. So, of course, Blizzard, I think for me, it's like top 3. So, it can be... Actually, for me, Blizzard, it's like, yeah, easily... Allez, I will say 2. 2.
I'm gonna tell you that this is gonna be difficult in the end, because there are some names that, for me, are some of the best in the world. So another setter from France, Amir Tizioulou.
Alors, Tizi, it's almost the same for me. Like, all of the youngest player, I can put them really high because we are still in an improved way.
Yeah.
But Amir, for example, do as a setter a better thing than Nati, for example. But Nati is still good because he's like a top 5 of the best scorer, basically. But it's different for Amir because he play in Modène. Modène, it's more pressure and all of the things. So for me, Amir, it's like top 5 already, but it's really, really difficult to say, but because I don't know still what did you put after. So, allez, 5. I'm here 5.
So the other name is For from Trento.
Théo? Ok. Yeah. Okay, I will put Theo at a 4.
So after Theo, we got Chinenez.
Okay. It's tricky, really tricky, because Bart did a lot of things, but right now I'm thinking about what the guys are doing, like for example this season. Like, you know, the past season Bart did a lot of things. He did 3 final. Yes, he did 3 final. He did the challenge, he did the Copa, and he did the championship. But right now, you know, in Fenerbahce, I don't know. So I will just think about this season for my excuse. I hope he will never. Sorry, but I hope he will never see this interview, because if I see him, he will say, "Oh, well, you think like this?" Basically. So right now, I'll put him as 8. But he's not the real. He don't deserve 8. Donc
Yeah,
I did a bad ranking, but you put me in a trap.
I remember him when it was in Italy. He was like a giant. So impressive, really.
Yeah, for real.
So now we got a name that you said before. We got Jean-Patrick.
Okay, Jean is special because it's someone who is really have a good efficiency. But to be fair, right now I prefer how Theo play, because Theo put 40 points in LTC, and in Trento he just came from Cisterna, but still do the job, you know, in a big club who just won the championship. So about pressure and stuff like this, it's completely different. Jean is different when he was in Italy, and right now in Turkey he's good. He's still good, but it's not the same play style. But in national team, Jean can be really, really good. But I don't know, because of the last season and all the stuff. I think I will put him. I think I prefer to put the youngest on the top. And so Jean, I think I put him in the 9. Yeah. This is rude, but this is not. If you give me the name at first, I will maybe manage in a better way. But I prefer to put you know, most of the youngest people in the good, the next generation.
So now we got another name that's for me it's a very interesting player. That's Yacine Wati.
Oh, yes. Can you give me the order? What place I have?
So you got still 1, 3, 6, and 10.
1, 3, 6, and 10. Yeah, I put Loati as a 6. I forgot about the 6, but because he's someone a really good player and a really good human. Like, it's like Brizard. I used to speak with them in the national team, and they are so chill. So they give you advice, they give you some little tips, something, and they're really funny. So yeah, and right now he do really the job in Reshovia. So I think he really deserves this.
Next player, for me, one of the best in recent years and probably in the history of volleyball, it is Ngapet.
For me, yes. Of course, I can. Of course, he's number one because he do a lot of things for the French volleyball. He put like French team on the map in the volleyball world. So I can give him a bad rate. Unfortunately, he's still playing good, but not the same level as usually. But yeah, for all the things he did, I put him in the first, basically.
I believe that's really deserved for what he has done for French volleyball, and also, yeah, every team he went, it was amazing to see him play. So then we got Clevno.
Can you tell me the after Clevno who we have?
No, that's after Clevno, for me, we have the biggest player in French history.
It's bad because in my mind I was waiting Mathis Hainaut, but I don't know if you put him, but I don't think so. But basically,
Sorry.
no, all good. So I think I will put Trevor as the third because he don't deserve the 10, of course. But I think the second guy after you will not deserve the 10 too. But Trevor's the same. Good guy, really funny, on tip, and he was the best player in the world after the Giro in Paris. So, but in general, each player in the national team did the best, was the best player of the world of a year. So this is something different.
And the last player, personally, I would have put him at 1, Alexandre Strehlau.
No. Okay, but basically, I think if I'm honest and if I'm humble, I deserve the 10. I think I deserve the 10 because I did less things than most of them. I won the French championship. Nati didn't, for example, but he did a better season right now in Italy than me. Okay, it's different, like the scheme and stuff like this, but I prefer to rank myself in the lowest right now because they are really, in general, better than me. So maybe in 1 or 2 years it will be different, but for me it's good to be in the 10. For me it's good.
So the final ranking is Ngapet at first, Brizard second, Clevno third, Fuori fourth, TZ fifth, Loati sixth, Ferral seventh, Chinenias eighth, Patry ninth, and Strehlau 10th. Are you happy with that tier list?
For some people, not really, because they can be mad at me. But in general, I think yes. But of course, I hope next year, if we do the same ranking, I will not be in the 10. But this is chill.
I'm sure you won't be there. I'm sure.
Thank you, Fran.
So next game is Dream Team. So I'm gonna tell you 3 players in each position, and you're gonna choose which one you wanna put in that position.
Okay.
So at first we got Giannelli, Brizard, and Bruno.
Okay, you want to get me in trouble. For me, I used to really love Mr. Giannelli, but I look like a traitor if I put Giannelli over Brizard. And for example, Giannelli didn't do a second hand against the big Russia in the final of Geo. So just for this, I will put Brizard, and also because I know more Antoine than Giannelli.
Yeah. So then we got Balazzo, Grebennikov, and Perry.
Ah, Perry, intéressant. Genia. I will put Genia for a lot of things, but not only for the level, also for the energy he put. He's someone who really yell, but in a good way, you know. So I like it.
Yeah. Then we got Lucarelli, Gapet, and Ishikawa.
And each one is in the prime or right now. Like it's if we take
Let's
right
do
now.
the prime.
Oh, in the prime. Oh, but in the prime, Erwin. Yeah. In the prime, Erwin for sure.
I completely agree. Then we got Nikolov, Micheletto, and Wilfredo Leon.
Oh no. Okay. Nikolov, this is attends, chill. Because for me, Micheletto, it's like the Messi, okay? Because he can do whatever you want. So this is different. But Leon, we talk about someone too. Nikolov is like an hybrid of those guys, but I don't know, bro. We have to see someone who can really play really well with Erwin. Basically, oh no. I think I will take Leon because of how he serve, how he block. But Micheletto have a really good defense. Like he's like 2 meters and 11, 12, but he play like Klevno, you know. So it's something really strange. But bro, I think I will take Leon just because of in the prime Leon. We don't know yet the prime of Micheletto. This is why for me he's like something else. We don't know yet the prime. He's still young, so I will say Leon.
Yeah, I think Leon is probably one of the most complete and most dominant player I've ever seen. So,
but maybe in 2-3 years, Micheletto will be worse than him.
Yeah.
Okay, he will serve less stronger, but still he have angle. He go over his left hand. He's loco Micheletto.
Yeah, I hope so, because maybe in the national team, Micheletto will become one of the best in the world. So then we got Ferrer Eggers, Jean Patry, and Rick Liski.
Liski, Regers and Jean Patry. I think I will take Regers because he shocked me when we go to Milano. And Luati told me, like, in maybe 2 years, he told me this last summer. I asked him, I said, what do you think about Regas, because you play with him in Milano? And he said, bro, to be honest, I think in 1 or 2 years it will be the best opposite in the world. And I was like, oh, all of this? Like, it's a lot. And he said, no, you don't realize. And after this year, we play against them. Okay, he's good, when you saw in the TV, but in real, it's something else, because he's really high. He has dumb angle. He play like it's really funny to play. Like, he like to play, but he's dominant like crazy. So I think I will take Regers, but of course, it's difficult to say that, because in the prime, Jean was really good in national team and stuff like this. But I think, because I prefer the play style, I will take Regers here.
Yeah, that's true. I often go to see Milano, and Regers is always mind-blowing, I'd say. Yeah. So, last 2 positions. First we got Simon, Flavio, and Chineniers.
Flavio. Simon for sure, I think, because Simon. I'm sorry, Bart, but Simon, he was really something else in the middle. So it's huge. It's really huge. Yeah, I think Simon for sure.
So we got last position: Loser, Galassi, or Le Goff.
Oh, Loser, Galassi ou Le Goff. It's a really good question, because I need to put some French, but right now, Loser, because of the career, I think I will take Loser, because, bro, Loser is really good in block. He's right now maybe one of the best middle, and he played Perugia. He take good option. He's maybe shorter than Logov, for sure, but he have really good choice. Yeah, I think I take Loser. If you play with Simon and Loser, it's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah. So your team is Brizard, Grebennikov, Ngapet, Leon, Regers, Simon, and Loser. Pretty good, I'd say.
It's something. But still, there is some choice. It was not really easy. But you did a really well job about this, because it's not that easy. It's really not that easy.
So last game, and then I'll go on with the last couple of questions. I'll tell you a player. You'll describe this player with only one word.
Okay.
So first one is we mentioned him before. It's Zaitsev.
Okay. One word about Zaitsev.
Yeah.
I think he's funny. I think it will be funny. Well, it's weird to describe Zaitsev. There's a lot of things, but I will take the easy part. I will take the funny side. So yeah, funny.
So then we got Kodarin.
Coda. Oh, putain, Coda is a jumper. It was the first thing I think about him.
Then we got Baranovic.
Bara. Bara will say special.
Then we got Bonomi, the other setter of Cuneo.
Ah, the fratello. What do we say? One word. No, I will say fratello. I think I would say that. Yeah.
Then we got Sedik.
Sedik?
Yeah.
Like Joris Sedik?
Yeah.
Ah, Joris Sedik. It's like it's the rival, I think, because of the last year when we do the semi-final, it was Montpellier against Tours, and it was really something between him and me. So I think it's a little rival, but it's like a good friend.
Then we got Amir once again, Tizulu.
Amir, comment je pourrais dire Amir? What can I say about Amir? And also in one word. What can you say about Amir in one word?
I'd say surprise.
Surprise.
Because I didn't know him. He came here in the Superlega and became this year one of the best setter in the league for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But for me, it was not evident, but it was a really good confirmation because he did the job in France. So I think I will say serious about him because he really, do the job, but like in a hard way. He worked for be here right now, and when he knew he signed in Italy, he started directly to practice, and stuff like this to understand how to speak. And I think right now he speaks really, really well, like even better than Nati, for example, than Ferral. So now I will say, yeah, serious.
So then we got Colasanti, still from Cuneo.
Repeat the name?
Colasanti, Giulio.
Ah, but Giulio. Yeah, Giulio, it's almost the same as Mate. This is the fratello, but for him, I will say chill because we really like to say chill when we talk to each other, and he's really someone who talking with him is like every time a good vibe and stuff like this. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last player, of course, Nathan Ferraro.
Bastardo. No. No, Nati. It's in two worlds, but it's like a safe place. Like I said, because when I want to talk about something, can be good or bad. He's someone it's like easy to talk with him, and he know how to put the good word sometime to some stuff. Because sometimes, like for example, I did a bad game in Trentino, and I was really upset about myself. But after he directly talked to me and say good thing, to do, put myself alone in a bad mood. So yeah, I think it is. Some people don't really want to help you sometimes, but don't really know how to help you. And him, it was really easy for him. And no, I like everything I think about him. So it's really someone funny and someone who it's easy to talk with him, and it's chill. Yeah, I will say that safe place. It's in two world, but I cheat. No problem.
No, that's. I think for what you said, it's beautiful to describe him as a safe place. Really.
Thank you.
So we got the last couple of questions that are not about volleyball. So who is Alex? We all know Strehlau, but maybe lots of people don't know who is Alex.
Like I have to describe for everybody who don't know me.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, of course I will. Who am I? It's a good question. I think I'm someone who try to put a lot of energy on the court. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's not working, but I try my best every time to be a better player. I'm someone who just want to share the love of the game to everybody, and I think sometimes it works because a lot of people told me they love to watch me play. Sometimes I don't understand why, but I think it's this for me. Like I want to put the maximum of energy and of not serious, because sometimes it's interesting to put funny parts in the game, but sometimes just to to prove, to show to everybody how good I am and how good I want to be. So I think I'm like this. I'm someone who is not every time serious, but who want to show a lot. So, but the most important thing is to stay humble. But of course, in the court, if I can show you I'm better than you, I will show you. But not in like a bad way, just to respect, like you respect me.
Yeah.
It's in court.
So is there a person who plays an important role in your life, like a family member or a friend who you consider like a mentor or someone you can always talk to?
In general or about the volleyball?
Whatever you like.
Beside the family, for example, I think I will talk about my best friend, like the guy who I started volleyball with him in the school. He was the first to put me the love of the game, because he's still a huge fan of Ngapet. So for me, it's like a little bit for him, of course, there is a little bit, there is for my dad too, but for him, it was something else because I start with him and it was his dream, not mine at first. And so right now, every time I come back in Lyon and I talk with him about stuff like, I was with Brisa and we talk about this, or with Erwin, for him, he sees star. So he's just happy for me and stuff like this. So I can talk about everything. And sometimes it's better because he's not anymore like in the world of volleyball, like for example, Ferral or some other friend who play in good level, they are inside. But him, because he's outside, being with him, it's like fresh, for the mind, because of course we talk about volleyball, but he more have a casual life. So he talk to me about other stuff. And so I don't talk every time about volleyball. And after that, there is my dad. But like I said, sometime with my dad, I think I speak too much about volleyball. So it can be disturbing sometime, but he's still someone who I can talk, and he give me a lot of good advice. Sometimes I don't want to listen because I'm still, I'm still someone who want to do things by myself. But sometimes he gives me really good advice, and I feel like it's something I have to follow. But in general, I will talk about those two because some of them help me in life, and my dad is like in the sport. So, yeah.
So, last two questions. The first one is, do you follow any other sport outside of volleyball?
No, I don't think so. Like to really follow, no. Sometime far, because of the TikTok, or sometime on YouTube, I do look some recap. There is a little bit of basketball because at first, for me, I wanted to be a basketball player. But little basketball, sometimes athleticism, but I'm not someone who watch a lot of sport, like really, really fan of another sport. Also volleyball, sometimes if I don't want to watch, I don't watch, like in the summer or some stuff like this. I don't watch every game because I do this every time in the year. So if I can, chill a little bit and do some other stuff, I do it. It's like better for my mind. I feel like this.
The last question is, does God play an important role in your life?
I don't know, to be honest. My mom is someone who are really religious, but I never consider myself, the same as her, I don't really pray or some stuff like this, but she pray a lot for me. So in some way, maybe, to be honest, because like I said, she pray for me, she talk to me about a lot of things. And also every time I go, to see my mom, for her, it's important when I go in Italy, for example, it was important for her to pray together, like me and her. So I did, and because it's important, for her. But for me alone or stuff like this, I don't know. I prefer to just, be chill and think about a lot about myself. So sometimes I prefer to talk with me alone than to speak with God. But I don't know. It's a good question, but maybe in some way, but I don't notice.
Amici di Tie Break, questa clip è successiva all'intervista perché abbiamo avuto dei problemi audio con l'outro. Io colgo l'occasione per ringraziare ancora Alex perché è stata un'intervista magnifica. Lui si è dimostrato gentile e interessato al progetto fin da subito. In descrizione vi lascio anche il suo profilo Instagram, andatelo a vedere perché merita. è un atleta con un futuro e una grande persona. Vi lascio poi in descrizione anche il nostro profilo Instagram di Tie Break. Andate a seguirci lì, oltre che qua su YouTube, se l'intervista vi è piaciuta. E nulla, alla prossima!